Boom, boom, boom. Wake up, wake up. Here we go. How do you make 10K per month in your 20s? Here's the guide to doing that. Here's how you make 10K by leveraging your time and by solving big problems. 10K a month, I should specify, be specific. Now, again, money is important because you can't play the game without money. Mindset allows you to unlock the door to the game and walk into the arena and observe and understand and learn. But money is how you actually play. Money is the weapon that you need to play the game. You can't get the freedom you want. You can't live the life you want without making money. And there's my boy, Alex Hormozy, one of my favorite online mentors. I read a lot of his stuff. And you have to understand leverage. That's the first place to begin. You must understand leverage. If you don't have leverage, you don't have freedom. All of the money that you make is going to lead you to making freedom. Now, if you have substantial amounts of money, you can use that freedom to then change the world. But what you want to do is have freedom. You need to have money to have freedom. And if you don't have leverage, you're not going to make money. You have to have leverage. Now, the more your money is dictated by your time and your location at the same time, the less freedom that you're going to have. So there's people who make a lot of money but don't have freedom because they don't have leverage, right? So the more money you have, the more your money is dictated by time and location, the less freedom that you're going to have. That's why I meet people who are doctors, or I meet people who work 9 to 5s and they want to get out of their 9 to 5 and start a business. They want to start something on the side. They want to start something that's their own thing. Why? Because they don't have freedom. So it's not just having money that gives you freedom, it's having leverage. And the more your money is dictated by being in a specific location and having to work a specific amount of hours, the less freedom you're going to have. Leverage occurs as a product of 3 things. 1, your skill set. Okay, so if your skills are really good, and we're going to focus on skill set in this training, if your skill set is really good, you're going to move towards having more leverage. 2 is your network. So who do you know? We're going to make a separate training about that another day. Another video, I'll talk about how to build a network of really powerful people, of great people. And number 3 is value. How much value are you contributing to the world? You'll get more leverage if you can master these 3 things: skill set, network, and value. Now, the first step to mad money, the first step to making real good money, is you have to develop your primary skill set. Anyone who's made good money has made it themselves from zero, has had a primary skill set they've developed where they have learned and they have grown that skill set into being able to make more money over time. Okay? You have to develop a primary skill set. What is that primary skill set going to be for you? Think about it. You need to know what this is. Now, the best one that you could do is high ticket sales. That's the best primary skill set because all business comes down to sales. So sales acts as a transition from you going from working for someone else to working in a business that allows you to be flexible, that allows you to make the most of your time, to then being able to, earn a lot of money in your own business. That's what high ticket sales allows you to do. And in order for you to find a good primary skill set, there's a couple things. It should be location independent. Okay, which means you could do this skill set from anywhere. As an example, being a doctor, although it's honorable and noble and great to save people, it's not a great primary skill set if your goal is freedom because you're not location independent. You have to be in the hospital working with people. Anything you could do off of this laptop, off of the computer, or off your phone, that's location independent. Also, it should be solving a problem that makes someone else more money. That's a really big thing. Now, it doesn't always need to be this. This is kind of a sub point, but generally the people who make the most money make money for other people. Okay, whether this is some kind of software or whether this is some kind of consulting program or some kind of coaching program or an agency, you're always solving a problem that makes someone else more money. That's actually one of the reasons why I stopped being a dating coach, because the problems I was solving weren't making people more money. And I wanted to help people make more money, which is why I moved into high ticket closing. It allowed me to help people make more money. It should be able to be used in a variety of industries. So if your skill set is locked into one industry only and you can only use it in one way doing one thing, you're going to be limiting yourself. A good primary skill set should be location independent. You should be solving a problem that's going to make someone else more money. Marketing is an example of this. Although marketing, there's a lot of people doing marketing and it's not necessarily the hardest skill, especially if you just understand how to use funnels and copy. Whereas high ticket sales is a skill that's very specialized. Selling is very specialized. You have to be very good to be able to make money at sales. Not very good, but you have to be talented. And you should be able to use this skill in a wide variety of industries. Now, there's something that I call the sales toolkit, which is getting sales towards mastery. Mastery doesn't mean you're the best. It means that you can sell, though, at a high level. You consistently sell and bring in clients for the business you work with. Learning high-ticket sales is going to teach you a couple things. It teaches you networking and relationship building. That's huge. It also teaches you leadership skills. This is a big one. So if you learn high ticket sales, you're going to be able to build a network because you're going to be talking to people all the time, and you're going to have to learn how to communicate with people. This is huge. It also teaches you leadership skills that are applied to business. So it's going to help you be the kind of person who can lead a conversation and can move a conversation towards minimal or basic interest and towards them buying. Also, you learn how to develop offers. You learn what makes a good business offer, what makes a bad business offer. As a salesperson working in high-ticket sales, you understand what a good offer looks like. This helped me a lot in my business. Because I was doing sales for my own business, I learned what people decided to buy and what they didn't buy. I learned what people hesitated on and what they didn't hesitate on, and that really helped me a lot. You also learn how to display value and lock in deals. This is huge for high-ticket sales. And I love this because when you understand how to display value the right way, I'll give you an example, right? Let's say this cell phone, an iPhone here. Let's say that you want to sell the iPhone. You could word this as it's a really good device that works really fast and you can text people and it works fast. It's the fastest operating system out there. It has this kind of camera, that kind of camera, and these features. Okay, that's displaying value one way. Or what you could do is you could say, on this device that's just in your pocket, you're going to be able to make money from anywhere in the world and connect to the people that are the closest to you. You're also going to be able to capture memories so that you can look forward 5 years from now and you can remember those things that happened in the past and you could see them come to life in front of you. It's really, really powerful and will change your life, right? That value, the way I displayed that value was different than the first time. That I learned how to do that during sales. I learned how to do that because I got good at sales. And then I got good at locking in deals. You have to also learn the cycles of human psychology when you learn sales. You're also going to learn how to regulate your emotions. Being in high-ticket sales is an extremely stressful process. Trust me, it's fucking stressful. There's months where you're going to go and thinking you're going to close a bunch of deals and people are just going to say no, or people are just going to say, I'll make a deposit and not come back to you. And it's going to stress you out. There's months where you're going to make $5K in a week. You'll make $20, $25K in a month. So the cycle of sales is going to teach you how to regulate your emotions. As someone working in sales, as a sales consultant, I constantly have to be regulating my emotions, constantly. There's persistence, perseverance, and consistency. You learn that all through high-ticket sales. It's one of the most valuable skills you can learn. I like to call high-ticket salespeople the special forces of business because it's such a powerful skill, and you have to be so mentally okay with taking no's. You have to be so mentally okay with going through resistance. High ticket sales is incredible. I want to be clear because I'm going to train you on some really good stuff here. I have nothing to sell you. What I really want is for you to take fucking action, bro. That's the goal. I'm not selling you anything. Some people in the comments, like or the previous video I made, were saying like, he's doing this so he can sell his product and sell his mentoring. I have no mentoring. I have no product to sell you. There's nothing. What I do want is for you to subscribe if you want free education. If you want something from this going forward, I'm going to be educating you on mindset, on lifestyle mastery, on money, on girls, all that stuff. If you want to master your life, then subscribe because I'm going to talk about that shit because I've done that. I've created an amazing life for myself. And if you want that, subscribe. It's going to be free. All of it's free. I have nothing to sell you. What I want is for you to take action. Now, here's how I got to 10K per month consistently. There's me at a workshop that I was teaching, a dating workshop. You can see me early on, young Tim. This is one of the first workshops I ran. We had, I think, about 50 guys attend the workshop in New York City, and I was one of the first guys in New York City teaching dating live in the city. I would take guys out and teach them how to meet women in person. This is my primary skill mastery. I taught dating success and relationship success, how men could attract women, be more confident, and go out and pick up girls. And I dug in fucking hard. So this is back in 2016. That was when I ran my first business. I was a nightclub promoter on the side, so I would bring hot chicks to nightclubs and make a bit of cash that way. I was doing around 500 to 700 a month, or a little bit more sometimes maybe $1,000 or more as a nightclub promoter. So it wasn't a lot of money because I was only doing it 2 nights a week, and I wasn't great at it. But I would make around $15 per girl that I would bring to the club. $15, $20, depending on who the girl was. And depending on the night and the place that I was meeting girls in. So that was my first way that I started making money, and I started coaching guys as well. Started coaching them in dating and confidence. And from that, I was making around $2K a month. I would go out with guys on a weekend, and they would pay me $750 for 3 or 4 days of going out and helping them approach girls. And I would bring them to my parties, bring them to my table, and I would show them how to approach girls. We would practice different social skills. I would practice leadership exercises with them, how to get sexual, how to get intimate, how to do all those kind of things in a club. And they started getting really good. But I was still broke. I was making maybe $2K a month at max, maybe sometimes $3K. That was a good month. My rent was cheap. I had a shitty apartment, paid $700 a month in rent. It was full of roaches, and I was making barely anything, but I was happy. And I was spending money on a lot of bus fare, train fare, going to the clubs. I would spend sometimes on alcohol, things like that. I would contribute to the table. Sometimes we pitched in as promoters and made it happen. If we did something that was our own and not with the company we were working with. But that was my starting point. And what happened is I found leverage, and the leverage helped me make more money. I was able to increase my prices, and I increased my prices because my skill set and the demand increased. And because I was able to increase my skill set and get better as a dating coach, and because more guys started hearing about me and wanting me to coach them, I was able to make more money. Right? It started getting me to those months where I was making $5K, then $6K. I started charging $2,000 for 3 days or 4 days. And then I started traveling a bit and going to other cities and teaching. And then I started doing bigger workshops. This was actually one of the last workshops I did live in New York City. That was me with my old coaching partner, Stefan. He's great. Shout out to you, Stefan. And we were working together and having amazing results. And I started doing 15, 20K per month. I even did a tour around the US and in a few European countries where I started coaching guys. And we would get 4 or 5 guys that would come out on a weekend, come to Vegas or come to LA or come to Miami, and they would pay $3,000 or $4,000 each for 4 to 10 days with me. And it was crazy. It was amazing that I was getting those results. And I started getting to 10K per month pretty consistently. It was more than that oftentimes. I had a year where I did 150K in revenue. And it was really powerful. It changed my life. And then what happened was I started becoming really, really good at sales during this time, because I started closing deals that were more money. I stopped doing things in person all the time, and I started doing things virtually. So I started closing deals that were 5K, that were 10K deals for coaching packages, where I was teaching guys mindset, I was teaching them communication skills, and then I launched my first online course. And this is where I moved from having to exchange my time for money to where I was just exchanging value for money through an online course. And then my income became passive. And this was really crazy. It was amazing. Where I started making $400 just by making a YouTube video and telling people to buy my course, because it was really good. It was a dating course that I made, and I launched it back in 2018, and people started buying it. And it was $400 or $500 depending on the price point, depending on which option they would buy. And guys started purchasing it. And this allowed me to travel the world without having to coach in person anymore. And every time I'd make a YouTube video, 3 people would buy it, give or take 2 to 3 people. So if I made in a month, let's say 7 or 8 YouTube videos, you do the math, I was making anywhere from 5 to 10K just from YouTube videos. And I still had private coaching clients. I still had people that were coming to me for one-to-one. I still had a few group programs I was doing, mentoring a couple guys together. So this allowed me to stay at 10K per month consistently. And then I started teaching these strategies at a high level and started teaching guys how to do sales. That was really powerful as well, that transition that I made. It allowed me to stay at this price point. Now, the high ticket sales pathway for you, this is following what I did. Here's what I did. You learn the primary skill set through practice. So you have to practice getting good, and your best skill set should be high ticket sales. That's the skills that you should start with, because you can use high ticket sales in any industry. People always need sales. Any business that's going to do well is backed by sales. Sales are the most important part of a business. You're always selling something in a business, no matter what it is. So you can learn the primary skill set through practice. I suggest you also read the book Influence by Robert B. Cialdini, and then read $1 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi, who's the guy you saw sitting at the beginning of this video. Those books changed my life. Read Influence. Influence helped me understand the kinds of psychology that went into people saying yes to things. That's a really, really powerful book, and he goes into some deep, powerful psychological strategies. And then read $1 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. This explains to you the basics of business, how business works, what are the dynamics there. You have to find a great offer, or you're just going to waste your time. That's the fact. If you don't find a great offer, you will not make money if you don't find a great offer. You're just going to waste your time. If you don't find a great offer, you're going to literally make nothing, because people are not going to want to invest in the offer. So you as a salesman, you're only going to really sell as good as your offer is and as good as your skill set is. So let's say you're selling an iPhone, or a phone, not even an iPhone, but a phone that's fucking shitty and it doesn't have any good features and it doesn't help anyone. It doesn't have a camera on it. It has buttons on it. It doesn't have a touchscreen. Who's going to want to buy that? You could sell the phone for however much you want, but people are just going to pick a phone that's even slightly more expensive but does more for them. It's the same thing in business. You have to have a good offer. Part of the reason I sold so well in my dating business is because my offer was crazy. I was promising crazy good things. I could deliver all those things as well. and they were really good things, you're going to waste your time. You also need to build a good Instagram profile. I'm going to make a training on this later. Your Instagram needs to be set up in a way that's going to help you find work. So the way that you make money actually as a closer, the way you make your first gig as a closer and get your first position is by sending DMs on Instagram. That's the way. And what I like to do is I like to tell people, hey, could you use a closer that's at 35%? That's how much percent I would close, which is really good. 35 or 40%, and can bring in an extra 200K to your business per month. Right? That's what I'd say. And then I usually get responses sending that from my main profile. I'll show you guys what my profile looks like in another video, probably the next video. You have to build a good profile. And a lot of times you want to have a good profile because it helps you with dating. It helps you with making money, helps you with networking online. A good Instagram profile, especially when you're DMing people and having conversations, is so powerful. What I would do also, if you've never been a closer, is I would start as a setter. An appointment setter sets up meetings for closers in a business. So let's say you want to work with a marketing agency. Instead of you closing the deals, that requires you to be pretty good, and they have to have a lot of trust in you. Instead of you starting there, you start off by being an appointment setter and just hopping on the messages and then getting on a quick phone call and asking someone, would they be interested in getting on a call? All right. It's called triaging as well. It's when you have that phone call. That's a bridge between a message you send to an interested person and then to the phone call with the closer. The triage is in the middle. You could start with this because maybe a business that's good to work in wouldn't want you to start as a triage taker. Instead, they'd want you to start just being an appointment setter, or they would just want you to start with DMing people. All right. So instead of being a setter fully and getting on the phone, or instead of being a closer, I should say, fully and getting on the phone, or a triage. Sorry, I'm a bit sick, so I'm all over the place today. But I still wanted to make this video. You know, taking action is better than no action. So instead of waiting till later, I decided to make a video. But instead of starting as a closer, you may need to start as a setter, just because it's easier and they trust you more as a setter instead of trusting you immediately as a closer handling their deals. How do you get started? What's the way to get started? You start off by working high ticket. It has to be high ticket. Don't work in like insurance sales or something that's small where you're getting paid 50 or $100 a deal. You start off high ticket. And when you start off high ticket, you're going to be making more money with less time. That's really good. So right now, the company that I work with, if I close a deal, it's going to range anywhere from 7K all the way to 20K, which means that if I get paid on that deal, I can make, because there's an incentive if people pay up front and stuff, so I'll make $1,000 for closing a deal, with just 1K for an hour conversation, right? Which is really powerful and really good. And you can charge higher prices as a high ticket company. So you're working with higher prices, which means more money for you. It's remote, it's online, and it's high ticket closing. This is the way you should start. If you want to get a job as a high ticket closer, DM 20 coaches and consultants every day with your high quality profile. I'm going to make a video on this, telling them very simply, hey, I've trained with XYZ person. I suggest checking out Bill Walsh from the objection box. I've trained with this person. Could you use a closer who can add 200K to your business? I close at 35% every month. That's the message you should send. And you can customize it, of course, depending on who you're talking to. Making 10 to 20K per month with sales isn't actually easy. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not like something you just do overnight and it's easy. You have to do the work, and the work is going to give you the freedom. You must put in the work, or else you're not going to get there. The most important thing to understand is you have to be relentless and you have to get better, because it is competitive. It's a game of skill and it's a game of consistency. So what you need to do is start by building the baseline skill that's going to allow you to leverage your time better and learn more. That's why I would look at someone like Bill Walsh from the objection box. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's my mentor, by the way. I'm in his program, and I consistently am getting better with sales by investing in mentors. Check out Bill Walsh from the objection box. Read $1 Million Offers and read Persuasion, Influence and Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini. Read that book, and that's going to get you to the next level. And then you get your first job as a setter. And then once you have a bit of money from setting and you understand how it works, there's so many free trainings on YouTube. I'll be making some of them too. There's so many free trainings on YouTube about appointment setting, about closing. You can learn for free. Once you learn that, then make some money with it from a basic offer, and then invest in yourself and invest in education to get even better. I hope this makes sense. This is a simple training. I just wanted to be clear on how you can get to that 10K per month mark, because it is truly possible. Okay? Take care, and I'll see you on the next training.